Round 5, we're on the draw with an obviously unkeepable hand. This is also unkeepable. This is keepable, and I will put that on the bottom because I need a second land. And there it is. So let's go ahead and fetch a mountain. Since I have the second fetch land anyway, I'll just suspend a Rift Bolt. This way, if I draw Inspiring Vantage, I take 2 less damage from not having to fetch a shock land. Hopefully this is a Tarmogoyf for a Scavenging Ooze. If it's a Wall of Roots, then we're screwed because that matchup is awful for us. Okay, voice is fine. We are going upstairs. We draw another fetch land. We're going to go ahead and fire off this Searing Blaze. So 7 damage in hand, he's at 13. So this looks like Bant Reliquary, that Bant Return to Coral Helm deck. So another voice. Hierarch, he's could have attacked for 4. I don't know why he didn't. I'm not gonna fire these off at instant speed for obvious reasons. Alright, for you, I'll spike you. Pass the turn. Opponent dirtling around. Finally plays an Ooze and pretty much locks the game up. We're just going to go ahead and concede here. Can't win from that position once he plays the Ooze. Bad matchup for us. Searing Blaze is good though. Flames is also good. I like a couple paths. I don't like Helix particularly much. I do like Lavamancer though. I'm not a huge fan of Eidolon, especially if I'm cutting Lightning Helixes because it'll do a lot of damage to me. I play a lot of little guys, so maybe I just cut 1 path and 1 flames. Let's try this. The thing about Bant is there's usually a little light on removal, so I want to play both Lavamancers. And it's really good against little guys anyway. Whereas it's possible they're playing Kitchen Finks post board, but they're probably not playing the full force, or like they would be like Collective Brutality. So I think playing just 1 flames is fine. It's not like Abzan Company when you know you're playing all 4. I'll keep this. Get in there. Reveal Spell Queller. That's good to know. If it plays Hierarch, I will go ahead and just Searing Blaze it. Forge Tender, huh? Okay. Well, that's not good for us. So let's go ahead and play a Goblin Guide. I think I'll just play this tap because next turn I can play Bolt plus Blaze too if I want. Land, of course. Well, this is one of the best hands I could draw for Forge Tender. Multiple creatures attacking on turn 2, plus Searing Blaze. So this is interesting. We know he has Ghost Quarter, so I'm going to want to get a second Sacred Foundry with the Bloodstained Mire. I could go ahead and Searing Blaze the Voice, and if he tries to crack the Forge Tender in response, I could Bolt it, maybe. So that way both my guides can get in. I think it's the best play. Especially with him having a Spell Queller in hand. Okay, so he just lets it happen, which is probably expected. So I could let his Elemental trade with my Bolt, or I could Bolt it and he has to sack this in response to let it survive, and then it becomes a 1/1. He can block and still take 2 and go to 10. I think that's the best play. And then I get to get under a Spell Queller. I think that's what I want to do here. Okay, so he just lets it happen. Say, reveals Knight. Takes 2, goes to 10. Next turn he can play a land and hold up mana for Spell Queller. Yeah, if I draw a land, then I can put him to 2. So, oh, he just plays the Hallowed Fountain tapped. That's interesting. Now I'll attack, and if he plays Spell Queller, then I just kill him with these Boros Charms. Unless he has multiples. Just revealing so many lands with these Goblin Guides. Okay, take 2 to 6. What is he going to do here? He could just go ahead and run out the Spell Queller, and I'll respond with a Boros Charm. He just takes it. Okay. He must have a company. Played the island. That's the one that we know about yet. If they're playing different arts, that's worth mentioning in here, the revealed zone. Okay, so he just holds up mana. Discards the Windswept Heath. Okay, this is good because I can just hold up the Rift Bolt. I can suspend it and pass the turn. Suspend. And pass. So if he companies here, I have to Boros Charm a response. And he has to sack the Forge Tender. Yep, as expected. So we have lethal coming off suspend next turn. We just have to hope that he whiffs on. Okay, Canonist is fine. That's going to be medium annoying because it means I can't cast my Eidolon next turn. Since the Rift Bolt's coming off suspend, if he has an answer to it. And then it keeps me off the casting multiple spells, but if he doesn't have life gain, then he just dies. Unless he has like a second company. So he didn't play anything there. Target you. Could have a Spell Queller, which would be annoying. Yep. And I can't cast anything, obviously. I draw a second Eidolon. And he can't really attack with any of these. So he still has Ghost Quarter and Knight in hand. Probably attack me for 3 with a Spell Queller. Yep. Going to 14. Try to cast one of these. So now I can only cast Collected Company. Me drawing a fetch land next turn would be really good because I can play another Eidolon, and then I can play the fetch and then upkeep Searing Blaze him. Opponent with many cards in hand. Cannot cast the Knight unless he kills the Eidolon. Alright. Goblin Guide is a good draw. Can you activate this? He can activate this with the Hierarchy. That gives him 3 blockers, and he takes 2 damage here. So he could company, but if he has company, I'm just not beating that. So let's just play what we can't beat. I could also just go ahead and Searing Blaze the Hierarch now, but actually I can't because of this Canonist. Hits a Breeding Pool. Hits a Windswept Heath. These guides are just insane. Okay, so he's going to draw the path next turn. Yep. Alright, we got there. Sweet. Yeah, this matchup was a pain. Alright. So I didn't see a ton of life gain. I didn't see Finks. I mean, that could just be coincidence. Maybe I want a second path because he's playing Voice and Canonist. Searing Blaze is really good against Spell Queller specifically. Grim Lavamancer not so much. Path is also really good against Forge Tender, so maybe I just want all the paths and just one less Lavamancer. Yeah, I think this is what I want to do. Especially if he's going to play Finks, then I just want to load up on paths. I don't want to draw more than one Lavamancer, so I think going down to one is fine. This is a good hand. On the draw, this is a really good hand. Because I have the Searing Blaze to kill a Dork if I need to. On turn 2, unfortunately, being on the draw means it's a little bit worse, but I'll just run the Goblin Guide into it. I want to just fetch the red-white land here because he's playing Ghost Quarter and Path, I'm sure. So I don't want to fetch a ton of basics. Let's just start bringing the pain. Geist of Saint Traft. Alright. Let's race. Oh, he just plays Sphinx. Okay. Well, that's really good. Okay. This is going to be tough. I think I play this land and I attack with a Goblin Guide. And if he blocks, I take the trade and then I Skullcrack in response. The next turn he attacks range 3, I go to 14. And I have a Searing Blaze to finish off the Finks and then Lava Spike. Yeah, I think this is correct. Reveal Collected Company. I could also, because he's revealed Collected Company, I could just go ahead and Searing Blaze the Hierarch. This is tough. If I Searing Blaze the Hierarch, it could potentially get him off of Geist, since I don't know if he has a third land in hand. So the question is, do I let him gain the 2, or do I Searing Blaze the Hierarch? I think I just go ahead and Searing Blaze the Hierarch, slow him down. The next turn I can have Skullcrack available, plus Lava Spike, or Boros Charm plus Lava Spike. So he goes to 19, and then down to 16. I'm at 17, he goes 16. I take 2 from the Finks, and he plays Geist if he has a third land. I can play Lava Spike plus Eidolon to block the Geist. This is rough. Yeah, I think I have to get rid of this Hierarch. And I need to fetch a basic to do it because he has the Geist in hand. Oh, does he keep a 2-lander? Was that a good play? Looks like it was. Oh, he has an Ooze though? Oh, that's awful. But that's good, because I just drew the Mesa. He did not attack with the Finks. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damage in hand. Hmm. This is tough. That Scavenging Ooze is a good play because he has 2 creatures in the yard. I think I just pass the turn. I'm going to take 4 here, go to 12, and just do nothing. I think my opponent just had a really good hand, honestly. Maybe I just Lava Spike here and pass. I cut all my helixes, didn't I? Okay, so he drew his 3rd land. And he plays a bird. So he's going to have enough to company next turn. So I am going to want to go ahead and get another land with this Mesa. Okay. Ten, 4. He just doesn't attack again. That's God, these are bad draws. So I have 1 more creature in the yard for him to eat with the ooze. So he'll go up to 11. I just don't think I can win this unless my opponent just makes a tragic misplay. I think I just Boros Charm and play the Eidolon. So I put him to 6. He'll go up to 7 from the ooze. I'm taking 5 on the 6 on the backswing. I go to 9. Opponent draws Township. I have to take this. That actually might be a good draw. I'm going to play my land and pass. I could also attack. He companies. I think I have to pass. I have to hope that he makes a misplay. Okay. Because I have to let this resolve because the magic number here is 3. And I have to hope that he just goes after, because of how many creatures are, okay. So he hit the Spell Queller and nothing else. I think I passed priority here. I have a Goblin Guide in the yard. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can go to 1, but he would activate the Township. So maybe the play is, if I kill the bird, he goes to 3 and then back up to 5. So that's not a legitimate play. I can block the ooze, and then he tries to go for the township, in which case I Searing Blaze. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think I just passed the pass priority here. And if he tries to activate, which he didn't, oh, this is such a misplay. Such a misplay. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he's doing this. So I'm trying to think of the best thing to do here. I can crack the Mesa. I go to 6. And then I can block the ooze and try to rip a burn spell. I can't kill the ooze because I have to block something, so I have to kill the Spell Queller. Or the Finks. And I think the play here is the Finks, because he's going to attack me for 7 and I go to 1. I block the ooze with the Eidolon. So I go to 7, 5. I have to block the ooze. I would not like to pay 2 life. I kill the Finks. I block the ooze. Or I can kill the Spell Queller and block the ooze. But if I block the Finks, and he attacks with both, then that gives me an out to what exactly? Creature? No. Searing Blaze, the Queller has nothing under it. I can't do it to the ooze because he's going to get the counter on the Finks, and then I have to block the Finks, and he would gain 2 more life. So I think the play here is to just yes, this is a misplay. So now I block here. I take 3, 4, go to 1 from the bird. Or I go to 2. And hope I rip a burn spell. And I know that took a really long time to deliberate, but that's very important to do. Sometimes your best outs are that your opponent makes the misplay, and that's how I was able to win that game. My opponent just snap attacked when he should have only attacked with the Queller, held back the ooze so that I could not get rid of my Eidolon. So let this also be a lesson to people that play against burn. You need to pay attention and play very carefully, because my opponent punted that game a couple of occasions. I need to go back and look to see if I had any misplays there, but I think, given the information I had, that I was correct in doing what I did, which was killing the Noble Hierarch. In hindsight, probably would have been better not to, but it's something I need to think about. Anyway, I'm sorry that that last part took so long. I'll probably cut a little bit of it, but hopefully that illustrates to you that burn isn't exactly the most mindless deck, and you kind of have to play your opponent as well as you play your hand. So I hope this is a good example, and I'm going to try to stream a little bit more with Burn. Do a few more leagues at least, because I did tell a lot of people that I was going to just jam Burn for a while. I think it's a really good deck. It's obviously tier 1. One of the best decks in the format. A lot of people poo-hoo on it, but I still think the deck's in a really good spot. So until next time, I'll see ya.